Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe out with guests. Yes, vibing out with guests. Hey y'all, I'm so glad that you guys are here. Whether you're watching it or listening, I'm just so glad that you guys are here. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this, but true to this, hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? In honor of Women's Month, which is March, I'm so glad that I have the chance to have 4 guest appearances, and we're on the 3rd guest appearance for the month. And this one, well, I feel like every vibe and every person that come on here is something special because it's like we're learning from the person. Not only just y'all, but I'm learning too because it's like, dang, for real, this will be going on for real. But without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy the vibing out with guys. Because, like I say all the time, every vibe of the day is something special, but it's really, really special when the guests come on here. Okay? So, our 3rd guest of the month in honor of Women's Month is someone who's very, very passionate about education, childcare, as well as who has her own business when it comes to the childcare profession. So without further ado, I introduce you guys to Ajiyah.
Hi. Hey guys.
So tell us a little bit about yourself that you want the people to know about for real.
Okay, so my name is Ajiyah. Some people call me Ajiah or AJ. I'm in the childcare field, well, the early education childcare field. It's really like a growing and fun and amazing opportunity. Like, dealing with kids and working with parents is just like so much fun. Like, if you have that drive and that motivation to be a helper of the community and see that this generation, we're struggling. Like, we're struggling so bad. And I don't think nobody really sees it. They just see, oh, we just gonna live the day by day and get through the day. That's it. They don't really see that what we do as grown people and as younger adults, the younger people are watching us. So we have to be that prime example for them and, be there to support them emotionally, mentally, physically. Like, not just be there to teach, and nag. Like, they're not going to learn from that. At the end of the day, even if they're young, they're in the middle stages, or they're older, like, you still have to be there to support them mentally. Like, it's all about their mentals. I feel like if they're seeing the things that they see, so they're thinking it's okay. It's not okay. And yes, I've been doing it for going on 8 years. It's so fun. Like, it's really a growing field. Like, if you love to learn and you love, like, education, it's really a growing field. Like, you have to learn new things. And even MSDE, like, they will change the curriculum in a split second. So you have to be ready to have one thing one day and the next day it might change. Literally. Like, I just love it so much. I really love the kids. Like, they're just so fun. Like, I don't know. It just warms my heart. Like, talking about it makes me emotional because it just warms my heart. Being that person where they can come to. Like, I wanted to be where my kids know me from every center that I've been at. My kids know me from the time that I wipe their butts and change their Pampers so they grow up. I want to be that person where, oh, that's Miss AJ, that's Miss Ajiah. She helped me do this. She helped me with my 1, 2, 3. She helped me with sign language and stuff like that. Like, just be that person where it's not a negative impact, be a positive impact on our younger community.
Yes, it's most definitely needed. And it's so crazy, y'all, because like before we recorded, we was talking about it because me and Ajiah, we went to middle school together and high school. And the crazy thing is that I learned was that when we went to a trade school for high school. I did law. I wanted to do childcare. And the crazy thing was she wanted to do law and not childcare. It was so crazy to me because when you go to a trade school, you pick 3 trades? I had law. But childcare was first, law and nursing. I put nurse on there just because I didn't want to do Cosmo. I don't even know how to do hair like that. So I was like, look, I'm not finna put myself in the room with them. They're gonna be like, girl, what the? I was like, let me do something that will make sense, but also impact with dealing with children. With law, it was crazy because with law for children, they even need people too, like lawyers, the child and family, juveniles, all like delinquency and all that. But child care and dealing with education is a spot, and it's so good that her and I have that connection because children need us. Like, even when they had them bad times, we gotta put it in a way for them in their language to help them understand that bad times don't last forever. It's just for right now because you're getting close to that good time. Because like mental health plays a big role for children, and by us now being the new adults, it'd be like, bro, I would never thought I would be doing this, doing this to help children. Because for us, it's different. Like we said to you before we even recorded, like I'm at our old elementary and middle school. Being the person that's helping them, trying to help them in all types of aspects from their mental health, emotional, appearance and everything versus when we did is like, wow. It's like you're really putting yourself on the forefront of helping them because it's like certain stuff they didn't have that we had, or they have stuff that we didn't have. But it's like being able to take what we learned and giving it to them is such a blessing because they need it, especially for our generation, and being able to help the next generation is like, wow.
Yeah, them Gen Zs, they're a little crazy, y'all. Them Gen Zs, they don't have no care in the world. Like, they just think, like, let's just live life and do whatever we see on TV or Instagram or TikTok. Like, it's just so, like, heartbreaking that, like, the generation under us is, like, so not caring. Like, you know, back in the day, like when we was in school, you know, some kids, we would get on the bus and we would cuss, and you know, the people on the bus would be like, "Ho, watch your mouth." Okay, understand, we're respectable. It's older people right here, so we're gonna respect our elders. No, this generation, they gonna say, "Blam you, blam you, blam you," and go about their business. I just be like, woo. If you was back
yes, and it's
to the
crazy. But me, like, it's crazy you say that because, like, when the students say it to me, I'm like, "Oh, what you say?" I'm like, what you say? Say it one more time.
Yeah.
And they free and say, I'm like, all right, say it again while this adult right here. They be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like,
they think we friends just because we young adults. They think that we friends. No, we not friends at all. We ain't homegirls, homeboys. I'm Mr. Ajiyah, this Mr. Erica. That's what it is. You got to be respectful. Like, you know, some things are not really taught because, you know, all households are not the same.
Yeah.
All kids don't get the same love. All kids don't get the same, you know. Everybody don't get the same treatment. So it's like you have to carry situations differently. Like, for example, one child, it might be one child in my classroom that has these name brand Pampers, and then it might be another child that has these off brand Pampers. And you know, I'm not the type of person where I'm say, oh, mom, the child needs this type of Pampers. No, whatever you can give us that because that's what you can afford. Like, I'm here to help you out. I'm not here to make your life harder. I know childcare is expensive nowadays. At that, like $425 just for the infant room, $375 just for the 2-year-old room. Like, so you gotta pick your battles with certain parents. And I feel like in this childcare field, you really have to know your parents and get to know your parents. You can't really just, you know the parent off of the kid. Oh, this kid bad, so that means this parent don't care about you. No, that's not what that means. That sometimes just means this child is acting up because of what's going on in their head, and the mom is trying to figure out, or the dad is trying to figure out what is going on with that child.
Yes.
No, you can't judge. You really can't judge a book by its cover. You really have to get into the book. Like, you can't read the first 3 pages and say, oh, I don't like this book. Yes. No, that's basically how you do a child. You can't spend a week with a child and be like, oh, this child is this, and I don't like that child. No, you have to get to know them, and, you know, some things rub off. Some things are not stickable. So if they throwing tantrums this week, next week they probably won't be throwing tantrums. Everything does not stick. You just have to be patient. That is the key in childcare, patience. Yes. You have to have patience. And it took me so long to get to the point where I can have patience where it's like, okay, crying doesn't get to me no more. And, you know, whining at the age of 2 to 4 doesn't get to me anymore because obviously it's something wrong. Like, you might just need a hug. Just come get a hug. So it's like, you gotta have the patience. Like, and then I'm gonna tell you, it is not easy. It took me a long time. In this field, I done had ups and downs. I even got, and what was it? Either 2021 or 2022. I got arrested.
What?
And yes, I got arrested. And I didn't think me being young and dumb, I'm in my head like,
whoa,
I'm not going to be able to go be in my field anymore because you can't have a record
Heck
at all.
no.
You can't have a
Especially with
record at all.
children,
Yes.
you can't have no type of record.
Can't have
You got to
no
be
record.
squeaky clean, especially
You gotta
dealing
get
with
fingerprints.
yes, background checks, dealing
Yes.
with children from babies, adolescents, and all that. Even like for me and bro, where you gotta wait time out.
Yes, I got arrested and I was so scared because after I got arrested, I came home and I applied to like 50 different centers. And I tell you, I was so ready to get back to work. I couldn't do it. I was ready to get back to my grind. Chill, y'all. Only had 30 days. It was only 30 days.
Oh my God.
And I was so like, I cried to my mom. I cried to my dad. I cried to everybody because I thought that my career was over.
Yeah.
Until I got that phone call and it was like, we want you. I love your resume. And I loved it so much. Like, I loved it so much. And even that little scare was just like, it just broke me. And it made me want to go harder because I was losing something that I was passionate about. I am so passionate about this field. Like, if you ever need advice, a talk, a chat, I am the person that will give it to you because I done been at home centers, small centers, big centers, corporation centers. I even tried to start my own center, like at my house with my mom. I even tried that, and it went good for a minute. But then I wasn't really consistent with it, so I stopped it and went to go work for somebody else. And now, hopefully, because we're hoping, we're praying, we're manifesting, 2025, I am aiming to open my first center in September. I'm trying. My birthday, I want to open my first center.
That's a good birthday gift. I ain't gonna lie.
Hello.
That's what
Business
I
on that. Hello. That's
a good one.
You gotta really be passionate about it. Like, you really have to be passionate about it. And I am so passionate. Like, kids just bring, like, it just feels the sometimes, where as young adults, we get this empty void in our bodies and souls. I feel like when I'm around the kids, that's my safe space where they give me that drive. They give me that, oh, yeah, Miss AJ, like, my kids love me. You go in my childcare center where I'm at right now, Miss AJ, Miss AJ. And sometimes it just get, like, so overwhelming because, like, they always call your name, but it's like, it's love. They love you. Like, they respect you. They see you as a person. One kid told me, she told one of the teachers, she said, I didn't know Miss AJ at first. Now I love her. Like, she didn't give me no hugs. She didn't speak to me. I used to speak to her everything, and she didn't speak back or anything. But, like, a month ago, she started giving me hugs and running up to me. So I was just like, okay, she getting used to me now. Like, kids are not expected to like you as soon as you meet them.
And they big observers. What? Little kids? Baby, they weren't lying when they said kids will observe you and read you for filth.
She told me why my hair looked like this. I had half of my hair out and then half of it is still wet. She was like, oh, Miss AJ, why your hair look like that? Okay.
They will read you for filth. But it's crazy because they will observe real good. And then, like, also, too, even if they see other kids, they be like, okay, she might be not, she might be cool, harmless. And then they be like, wow. And they be the kids you least expect to love you so much. Because I be like, you see little kids, I be like, hi, blah, 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 and then they give me a little stank face. I be like, but then they see you and they be like, oh, hi,
them the ones. Them is definitely the ones.
It's very good because, like, once you create those bonds with the children, it's like, oh my gosh, you're their safe space. It is very, very hard to let go. And dealing with children, from even little kids, being there for them and being, like, their other source for, like, support, like, when they get older, support is very, very needed for them. Because at times, even when we were younger, we wouldn't tell our parents certain emotions. We'll go to the teachers or whoever we felt comfortable with. And because most of the time, you see them more than you even see your own family.
Literally.
So it's like, okay.
8 hours a day.
What? It's like, okay, I build a bond with this person. I feel comfortable with them. And it's like, okay, Miss such and such, look, I feel this and feel that. And that's really, really good because it takes a lot out of children just to be able to trust you. And for me, dealing with middle school, mainly the girls, and now I work with fourth grade a little bit, and just picking up with them and stuff, you have the key to also building these relationships with children is meeting them where they are. Mm-hmm. Because I'll never forget where I had a situation where I was like, okay, I got to meet her where she's at. I can't just be just treating her like everybody else do. Because first of all, that's not good. You have to balance the two out. Literally. Because yes, we have people that are, I'm get to the point stern. I'm not doing all that babying, but it's not babying. It's the comfort because that's needed. Emotions go sky high, especially for children. I seen a post on Instagram. It was so crazy on my business page. Like, when we were younger, like, you ain't got nothing to be depressed about. Mm-hmm. What?
Why don't we done watched our mamas raise us at a young age.
And then, like, with them, that the pandemic lifted up, they, that's over with. They going back to getting used to being in school, and, like, they getting older. Even little kids, they have their emotions, too. Like, when she was saying about the crying and stuff, those are situations where, like, something's going on, and it's going on for a reason. They're not just doing it just because. It's like, something's really going on with little Johnny or little Keisha. Like, we got to figure out what's going on.
Wrong? Literally.
And being able to learn how to cope with that and stuff, because I'm not going to lie. When babies cry, it's just like, oh my God, what is wrong? Like, I was in the mall. It's kind of crazy. I was in the mall, and I was with my mother and my brother. And we was on a White Marsh bottom floor. And I hear baby yelling, like, oh my God, what is going on with that baby? Because stuff like, especially when you're around children, that's like, I wouldn't say
initial instinct.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a trigger, but it's like my instinct is like, what's going on with that baby? Yeah. Like, is he fussy? Is he, it's like, what's going on? Even with little kids, I be shocked sometimes with the things and how they handle their emotions and express themselves. Children have so many ways on expressing themselves, how to deal with things, and how to tell you how they feel and all that aspect. Like, now that I'm doing with fourth grade, like, don't get me wrong, middle school, I love it, but elementary school level, that's the level you preparing them to get to middle school. I be like, wow. It'd be mind-blowing to me how they just be able to be like, look, Miss Such and Such, I feel like this, I don't want to do that. But little kids on your side, oh my God, I can just imagine the conversation.
Like, oh my gosh.
I would be in there die. It's like, you don't want to laugh, but it's like, how do you know this?
One kid caught me off guard because we doing potty breaks. So I was in a twos and we doing potty breaks, and he was like, I said, you good? I said, are you okay? He was like, yes. And then he said, I got to pull my penis down. Oh, okay. You know what that is. Right. So, yes, let's do that so we don't be on the floor.
Yes.
I was so shocked. I'm like, y'all learning about body parts? Yes. Like, what's going on? And I asked our teacher because I'm in the infant room, so I didn't really know what they was learning about. So when he said that, I'm like, okay, so he must be learning about something about body parts. Because that boy, because I was in there like last week and he never said that to me. Like, that was something different that he ever, like, I was so like, how do you know what that's called? We used to call it wee-wee.
Yes. And the crazy thing is that you mentioned that, like, when I took domestic violence at Morgan, my professor was like, even though that we call it other things for children, we need to let them know what it is. Yeah. Because, like, if anything is to happen, especially, like, within...
Safe touching. And
yes. Stuff like that. Yeah. And it blew my mind because I was like, you know what? I get what you're saying, but, like, safety for them, like, you don't want to say the actual word, but then it's like, I'm glad that he did know. So just in case anybody try to play with him, be like, don't.
Yeah,
but
don't
it's
touch
good
my
though.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it mind blew me. I'm like, I wanted to tell that kid that, but I'm like, kids pick up on things and they take it and run. So I'm like,
he'd be a class. I got a penis.
Like that little movie, I can't think of it. When the kid did that. And I was like, but it's important. It is important for us to teach the kids. It'd be funny, I ain't gonna lie, because if I was in that predicament, I'd be like, Who taught you that?
I had to turn around and I had you know, my little giggle. But I'm like, okay,
yes.
call it your private area. We can't say that because we don't know about other friends. Parents are teaching them, or we don't know what's going on. So let's say private area. Yes. That is your private area. Don't let nobody touch your private area at all.
Yes, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Oh my gosh, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Definitely is, because like the whole childcare community is like, it's very scary trusting a stranger with your child. And I get that to the fullest extent. Like, when parents first meet me, that's why when parents first meet me and they come on a tour, I give them the authentic me. I'm going to give them me. I am the hyper teacher where we're going to dance, we're going to party, but we're going to learn while we're doing dancing and partying. I don't like to be, when we was in school, we had to sit down and can't move and pay attention and close our mouth and open our ears. No, we're not doing that. But we're going to do some jump jacks. We're going to count and do jump jacks, like certain stuff like that. Like, you can learn by moving around. Like, and I don't think that, in childcare, it's like, all these older people are so lazy. Like, get up. Like, these kids don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Like, they want to have fun and learn. Like, you can learn and be productive and have fun at the same time. And I don't think nobody really understands that. Like, when I opened my center, I wanted to be like an indoor playground, but a fun indoor playground where when they come in there, it's whatever happens at home, I don't even care what happens at home, because when I come to school, I'm lit and I'm going to learn and I'm going to eat, and then we're going to have a good nap time, and then we're going to go about our day. Like, and it's just so scary. And I understand, all these stories, like that whole story with me and my mom was talking about the story with the lady and the man and her husband was doing it, and I feel like they was wrong for locking her up. Yeah. Power to you, miss. I would have did the same thing, because he had you effed up. He did, and he had me effed up too, because I was trying to go through the phone. Like, you don't take advantage of children. At the end of the day, just because they can't tell you or they can't say what they want to say, do not take advantage. Because when they grow up, that's how you traumatize a child. Very. Like, calling them, like, saying, like, certain parents be like, oh, what are you doing? You're dumb. You're this. You're that. Certain stuff that you say, it traumatizes a child. Yes. Like, I was telling my mom, like, my mom talks a little aggressively. That's why I talk aggressively, because my mom talk a little aggressively. So it's like, I had to really, tune it down some. Like, not even with the kids, like, with me personally, because I can just be talking and I just feel myself, like, about to get aggressive. So it's like, you have to slow it down and really think about what you say before you say it, especially with kids. Think about what you say before you say it, because that's how you traumatize a child, and then they grow up and thinking, oh, calling this person a dummy and retard, or what the F is wrong with you, or saying all this stuff, they're going to think it's okay. Right? You could traumatize a child just by saying the littlest things. Yes. Like, trauma is not always big and, a whole heavy situation. Trauma could be just as little as an ant. Like, that's certain traumas is, certain people take different traumas differently. And, doing that with kids is like, you see, working in this field, you see so many different traumas. Like, my center go from 6 weeks to school age. And I see the different personalities in each kid, because when I first started, I was all around the building, and you see what and then you see these different parents, like the parent dynamics don't even be adding up sometimes, but you can't question it. You just gotta learn from it, like, because I got this one kid, mom is Caucasian and dad is Chinese or something like that. I don't know what he is, but it's like the dynamic of their whole situation, it was just like, it was questionable. So it was like, you have to see, like, the one little girl. Oh, Lord. The one little girl, so she gets mad when, people talk Spanish to her, because I don't know if mom or dad is Spanish or Mexican, but she gets so mad when you say, like, when you counting, even you know how you do circle time, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, you do the uno, dos, tres. Once they start counting in Spanish, oh, she has an attitude. She don't want to do it no more. She's not Spanish. Don't tell her she's Spanish. She do not like it. And I don't make her do it because at the end of the day, she doesn't like it. She's uncomfortable. So you can't force a child to do certain things just because, you need it. Okay, you might need it someday. I don't think we need uno, those tres cuatros. But still, you still got to teach them their numbers in Spanish just in case they do want to go to the Dominican Republic or they want to go to Punta Cana or somewhere where they need to know their numbers in Spanish. It's just... This field is just like, it's a whoop-de-whoop, but you got to have that mindset and that energy to be like, this is what I want, and I want to be the pillar of the community where I'm helping these kids grow and evolve and develop properly. Like, just because, okay, you can curse and do rap music and do like this and put up the middle finger, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. But when you don't want to learn before you learn a rap song, when you don't want to learn education before you learn a rap song or before you learn a TikTok, that's what we fall out at, where social media is here all the time. Yeah. TikTok is going to be here. It will almost disappear, but it's back. Y'all see, y'all fall for it. So it's back. Instagram is always going to be here. Facebook is always going to be here. So if you'd rather be on social media or outside rather than learning, it's just a little bit of, something where you have to get in with you got to lock in with yourself. Like, and
I'm real big on education. Like, that's just something from out the dome. Like, you gotta have some type of education because, like, out this day and age, bro, you gotta learn. You gotta have something to stand for, like your high school diploma, a GED, or certification, something to stand on. Because education is something that nobody can take away from you. And I learned that. Like, I'm on my second degree, my bachelor's degree.
Hello. So, clock it. That's my second degree. Hello.
So that's something no one can take from me. Like, all your certification stuff, nobody can take that away from you. Like, and that's what I feel.
They ain't cheap either.
Hell no. Shout out to them grants, them scholarships, because without it, I think I would be
bankrupt.
Bologna and crackers, like, what? No. But seriously, like what she was saying, education is key because, I have nothing against the rappers or nothing. I don't. But, baby, you rapping. I want to make sure you know what you're saying because sometimes you don't want to sound illiterate. Okay?
Because some of y'all do be sounding illiterate. No. Oh, my bad. My bad. But y'all say some of y'all sound good. But some of y'all need to go read a book or dictionary and a thesaurus.
Oh, my God.
Just saying.
It's a learning experience.
Me and Erica help you.
Yeah. Shit, I'm here for a chat.
Hello.
Because I'm not going to lie, like, we all have our moments that we learn. And, like, for me, like, certain words I couldn't even pronounce. Like, even in my profession, I'd be like, what the hell is that? Like, the certain words we have to use with dealing with children, like, with diagnosis or, like, when a child is going through this. Like, even with body language. Like, my supervisor just told me something that was crazy. Like, with eyes, even with little kids, you could tell, like, I forgot the terms, but like you could tell when a child, the sleepy eyes, they have a certain term for that. When a person is on a substance type of eye, when a person like they just always, like this child always on go. Yeah, I'm gonna find when I go back. I'm gonna tell her because she broke it down to me. And for me, I'm a visual learner. I gotta see it, but like I can hear it, but I need to visually see what I'm understanding. And when she showed the pictures, I was like, whoa, because even little kids. When for us, we be like, with the bad little kids, you can see them eyes like they on go. But not even just bad kids. Like, people in general had them eyes where something about to go down. And when she pointed it out, it was like, whoa. Like, this is really what this is?
Yes.
So, like, body language plays a big, big role, too, within children, within childcare, and even in educational settings and stuff, because I'm real big on observing people, especially the children. When a child is uncomfortable with you, the body language show. And that's the question I have for you. You ever been in daycare when you was little? You was in daycare? Mm-hmm. How was that for you?
So I had a good daycare experience. Like, in my daycare experience as a child, I had a good experience. Like, my teachers was loving. They had a good relationship with my mom. Mm-hmm. Like, and my dad. Like, and my stepmom. Like, they had a good relationship. It was really my what came to play was my home situation where, my stepmom I wasn't supposed to be the firstborn of my father. It was supposed to be a kid before me, but it wasn't. I'm number one. Big dog. So I think she was kind of like jealous. So she was like treating me a little different from how she treated my little brother. And I would tell my mom, like, one day she made me some nasty food. And I told my mom when I left my dad's house that weekend, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to go back over there.
Yeah, and things like that really play a part. For me, I've never experienced a kid. Like, my dad or my grandmother at the time, when she was alive, was watching me. I went once with my cousin. I was terrified. I didn't like that. It was not for me. Like, it took, because, like, probably for me, because at that time, I was the only child. So, that was only me. But being around other kids wasn't bad, but I went with my cousin. So, it was just like, that area wasn't for me. But when school got into play, okay, I was like, okay, I love school. I'm like, okay, I like this. But the thing was, too, with school, while I'm doing homework. And now it's like, shoot, give me that paper if you want to. Let me get this out the way. But back then, I thought, I'm a kid. Like, I know 1, 2, 3 ABCs, but I got to write it over and over and over again.
It was to be the dots. The dot where you got to dot it and do like, this. Nobody want to do all that, teach.
No, but hey, it prepared me because, like, too, the handwriting improves because,
Now to write me some Zayna blows. Hello.
Because it's crazy, too, like, with handwriting, that's a big thing in education, too, even with children. I'm not trying to say it's got to be perfect, but it got to be readable. Because even, like, with me doing social work, and I be having the girls' journal, now,
baby, it's a
sometimes I be like, hold up. I be feeling like when we were at school and the teachers had to pull out the glasses to read the word, oh my God. I be like, hold up. And some of them got some neat handwriting. It just be so small. I be like I'll never forget my teacher was like, you have neat handwriting, but it's just so small. And I was like, all right. One day I think I got to do a writing class with them because I be like, hold up.
Y'all got to slow down.
Yeah, we got to slow it down. Like, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. But it's a learning thing, and it also helped them. One thing I don't like that they took out was cursive.
Yeah, because we had to learn cursive in 6th grade.
Ooh.
We had to learn cursive in 6th grade.
And cursive is a big thing because it's a signature. And I be like, y'all took cursive out. It's like, how are the children going to write their signature? They can't write their name in print because it's not a signature. So that's the thing, too. Like, even if they don't have it, you got to put it out there. And I feel like it's never too young for them to start. Like, any level, it's never, if they can write, baby.
I feel like cursive letters is easier than
print letters?
Yeah. Like, only cursive letter that's really hard is Z.
Really? For me, it's that S. I hate when my S be ugly.
I cannot do that ZB. Like, it's so extra for white. Just get a one zigzag.
Yeah.
Boom.
And call it a
this Z is just that's just that letter.
Yeah, but I feel like, too, by us being the younger generation and also by you about to have your own business doing that, you'll be able to give them all the things that they need. And it's very important because I'm real big on, like, I'm going to give you what I know, especially because learning something new every day is what brings me joy. And you be shocked with the kids. Go home, be like, Mommy, Daddy, guess what? Miss such and such told me this.
Yeah.
What the heck you know about that? You be like, yeah. And even though we're the new adults, I'm not gonna lie, we making stuff shake. Like, it's shocking because, like, what I told Jai, I was like, when we went to school, I seen that childcare was for her. She was like, at first, I don't want to do this. And I was like, but it fits her because it's like, she know what she doing. The kids love it and stuff. And like I said, building those relationships with kids is one of them things is like, it's good or bad. Yeah. But at the end, like I always say too, if I can't help a lot of kids, as long as I help someone, because...
Oh, I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that. I like that. I definitely like that.
That's how I feel like within everything I do. If I can't help a whole bunch of people, as long as I can help someone, because somebody needs somebody. And
somebody
the kids,
listening.
Yeah, and the kids need us because we know how it felt to be in their position where we needed somebody. And I can think about the teachers that we had that helped me in the long run.
Literally.
That helped me in the long run. Especially,
I can name a couple.
What? Especially them teachers that was hardcore, foot on the neck. Like,
Lambert.
What?
Marshy Marsh. Listen, they especially Mr. Lambert, that was our what? What was that? Eighth grade math teacher. And he didn't play no games. If you was late, you need to give him a reason why you was late, or he's calling that parent phone. He's not playing no games.
But it prepared us too, because high school, oh baby, we went to Mervo in Baltimore City. That's down there, right near.
I went to Reginald Patterson.
She went to Reginald
and Mervo.
Wait,
yes.
What the?
I had a long career. Listen, you would never think that I would be the person I am today. Looking at my past, like middle school, I went to. So I'm originally from North Carolina. So yes, I'm originally from North Carolina. I was born in Winston-Salem. So I started school in North Carolina. Preschool, Head Start, first, second. I came to Baltimore when I was in second grade, so I had to redo second grade, I believe.
Wow.
I feel like I redid second grade. I don't know if I did or not, but in my head, I feel like I redid it because I did second grade in North Carolina. So I did second grade. I went to West Baltimore Elementary School, and it was so cool. It was fun. And then I came over east. I went to sixth grade. I went to Nakatee. Seventh grade, I went to Friendship Academy, and then eighth grade, I went to Leaf Walk. Only reason Leaf Walk was my first choice for middle school, but they didn't have sports. And I'm an athletic person. I love to run. I did basketball, track, volleyball, all that. I needed sports.
And the crazy thing is now they got the kids in sports.
Hello.
I was like, you know what? Okay. I like this, but y'all should have had this Wednesday, but I ain't going to judge.
Yeah, we ain't going to say too much, Leaf Walk, because I'm on y'all.
But it's needed. That's cool, though. Yeah. That is crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, then my high school career was just like, I didn't think I was going to be the person I am today because my high school career was like, whoa. Like, 9th grade year and 10th grade year, I went to Reginald, got put out of Reginald, went to Patterson, got put out of Patterson, ended up at Mervo. Yes. And when I got to Mervo, Mr. Skinner told me, and I'll tell y'all this, he said, you get into one thing, I'm shipping you to the alternative school. Do y'all think I wanted to be at the school with the ghetto people? I let them, I swear, at Mervo, I let people play with me. I let people walk all over me because I was not going to the alternative school. I knew I wanted to be better, so it was just like, people can say whatever they want. That's called haters, jealousy, envious. Like, they're envious of you. So it was just like, I just took that as, I'm going to do what I have to do, put my big girl pants on, and I'm going to do what I got to do. It was a little rough because, we're COVID graduates, and, we had to do online school, and I thought I was going to fail. Like, I swear when COVID came, I don't really do well with the online learning, so I'm thinking I'm going to fail. I'm not going to be nothing. I don't get my diploma. Oh, I got that diploma. June 6, 2020, I got that diploma. Hello. Yes, I got that diploma. I was not playing no games because I wanted to be something. Your parents always tell you, don't be like me, be better than me. Yeah. And my parents, they have good lives, but I want to be that child where I can take care of my parents in the long run. Like, before they go down or go up, in the dirt or go up there with God, I want to be like, put my mom in a house. I want to buy my mom a house. I want to look out for my dad because he's not going to buy my house. It's your father. He's not going to let you do that. So I want to help my dad out. Like, I just want to be the type of person where, I'm helping. Like, I'm very genuine. I give the junkie my last if I feel like he need it. Like, that's just the type of person I am. You give out what you get. You give what you give out. Like, you dishing it. And it's just like, if you're dishing, like, going back to the education, if you're going to work like this and you don't care and you talking crazy to the kids, why should they care? So you got to give them that energy where, I'm at work, I'm excited to learn. Yeah. I leave all my problems. Whatever I go through outside of my job, I don't bring to work. That's when you mess up at, when you collide your work life with your regular life. You don't supposed to do that. That's not how that goes. You have to leave all whatever you have going on at the door because those kids need you mentally.
Gosh.
They need you mentally. They don't need you to be going through what you got going on with Bobby and Keisha and them. They don't need all that. They need you to leave that at the door, and you have to come with a steady mind for them because kids have this the mindset where everything is rambling in their heads, ramble. With you as the adult, you got to have everything put in place. Because, like Erica said, we are the new generation. We are the new adults. We are that. Like, we the ones that's about to be throwing the cookouts in a couple more years. Like, that's the type of stuff that we have to be mindful of what we do around the children because we're a mirror to them. They're looking at us and they saying, okay, we seen this person do it, so let's do it.
And it's still unbelievable to be somebody's role model. Like, being their support. Like, I'll never forget, like, because I do groups with my own girls, and we did a session on, like, their support system inside of the school system. I think I was there for, like, a good month going on 2 months, and 3 of them said me. It shocked me.
Oh, I would have cried.
It did, and y'all, I'm very emotional. I had to walk down, close the door. Because, like, wow, like, I never would have thought that in my life that I would put such a big impact onto a child.
Yep.
And I never would think that what I'm doing is so right. Because sometimes we put ourselves in this box where I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't know if it's just me, but like when it comes to the children, it's like I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I'm learning every day. Like I'm looking up stuff like, okay, what can I put for there? What can I do this different? Like, what can I do to help better serve them in ways that they need to be served? Yep. And that's where empathy comes into play a lot because put yourself in their shoes. And like I say, too, like for me being in the environment that we were in years ago, it's like, wow, I'm coming back to serve, but I'm also like, I don't want to say pay homage, but it's like, do I really want to say I'm paying homage? I don't know, but it's like I'm coming back to serve, but I'm doing this for a purpose, and this purpose is for the kids. Everything, like what Ajiyah said, she's doing it for the kids. It's not, oh, I'm looking for something in return. It's for them. Like, people be like, oh, I'm doing this for the money.
Yeah, it's good money. What? I hate that excuse. Don't ever tell me that excuse that you're doing it just for the money because I feel like that's disrespectful. Like, you shouldn't even be in childcare if you're in it for the money. Like, if you're in it for the money, go about your business. Like, that's not helping nobody. Even in Erica's field, in her age group, like, if you're in it for the money, you have to walk away. Those kids don't need a person that just want a paycheck. No, they need somebody that's going to come there and give their 100%, 1,000% each and every day. Even if Uncle TT and Aunt Bree passed away, you still have to give those kids 100%. And if you can't get that 100%, call your boss and say, I need a day. That's simple. Call your boss and tell them I need a day. Do not ever go to work when you work with kids angry. They feel the energy. I'm telling you. My niece, I cried for like 3 days straight. And my niece came to me and just gave me a hug because she knew I was sad. She didn't even see me cry because I don't cry around kids. And she straight gave me a hug because she knows. She felt that my energy was up. I usually go in the room and, you know, talk to her and play with her and give her that loving on, that playful on. I couldn't even give her that. And she came out there and she literally gave me a hug and a kiss on the cheek. Like, she felt that energy. Kids feel energy. Like, if you coming in there with that I don't give a F attitude, they not going to give a F. They going to jump on the couch, rip the books up. They going to do whatever they want because they don't care because they see that you don't care. You have to be in this field for the kids. You can't say, oh,
I'm just here for
the money. Like, there's money everywhere. Go to Amazon. They hiring.
But like, especially with, like Ajiyah said, going to school for this is no joke. Going to school to be a social worker is no joke. Going to school to be a caregiver, educator, teacher is no joke. The time to learning it is like, you really gotta have it. And it's crazy too, like for you, I feel like, because it was crazy when I did the last bobbing out when we talked about social work, and a lot of people was like, it found them, and I feel like childcare and education found you.
It did.
That found you. It really found you. Because like it'd be crazy, like, oh, I want to do this, but then it's like when you get in it, and it's like this found me. It's like I wanted it, but it's like it really found me because it's like I'm learning every day, but it's like I'm mastering this stuff.
Yes.
And I ain't gonna lie, in these fields like social work, education, and stuff, you know your nick and you know what's not for you. For me, I can work some paperwork out and sit with them. I don't like sitting in certain meetings that's with like, it depends on the meeting, especially with a certain child, especially like when you have a certain bond with them. It's like, oh my God, I'm in a meeting with them. You want to give all the good, but then you know it is some with the bad.
Yep.
Because it's like, whew, in the urban community, that's where we from, we see how it plays the up and down game.
It does.
And being there to, you know, having to do the observation and give these reports and stuff. And then sometimes, you know, when you have these meetings, like it's going to go good or bad. It's going to go good, you know. Little Charlie, little Keisha going to stay with me. Mm-hmm. Bad, she about to leave or he about to leave me. And especially with Ajiyah, she preparing the children to go to school.
Yes.
And I'm there when they're in school, preparing them for either elementary or middle school. And when you sit and have these meetings, it's like, okay.
Mandated reporters.
What? You're a mandated reporter. You got to make sure everything's intact. And you got to make sure the paper trail adds up to everything. Because if not, that one little piece of evidence can mess up so bad to the point where it have your child like what? Especially within both areas, I would say like we had these meetings, like, for me, I see like DSS and CPS play a big role. You got to make sure everything is intact. Even if it's not with them, like IEP or principal, whatever, everything got to be laid out right, especially with the parents too, because sometimes they don't know. Because sometimes they'll be shocked and be like, I didn't know this was going on. Because also sometimes too, it may be teachers that's afraid to be a mandated reporter when automatically they are. Like I seen for myself, we had a meeting for a child and the teacher was like, I don't know.
You wash your hands?
Yeah, I washed my hands and it's like, why are you doing this? But sometimes too, you learn, is this their community for them? Is this for them? Because I ain't gonna lie, when we was in middle school, we had teachers that looked like us. Probably one or two that didn't, but they still understood where we were coming from. But now sometimes it's like, you don't know what to expect. And even for us, we might get children that don't look like us, but it's like, a child is a child at the end of the day.
So I understand them.
Yes, you still got to be like, look, I don't care if you blue, black, green, yellow, you're a child. Right, you're a child. And it's our duty to serve you in whichever way our title is. But it's crazy too, like social workers, child educators, stuff. We wear so many hats. One day we are who our title is. The next minute you probably auntie or somebody else to them. And you probably the mentor, the counselor, the teacher,
sometimes they even call you mommy.
Right? Sometimes the hairdresser, it's a lot. But it's like, when it finds you, it's like, this is for you. And it's like, I'm here for whatever. Like, when she said about the crying, y'all, for me, I'm still learning. Because I'm like, when I hear a baby or a child cry, oh my God, what happened? Like, I'll never forget, recently I was in a meeting and the child was crying. I wanted to hurry up out the meeting and find out what was going on. Because the people who had that child was not doing what it was supposed to do right away. I was like, let me just get the child. But they were able to get it done. But like, you know, when that's your call, it's like, oh, I want to hurry up and get out there. But sometimes we cannot always do that.
People learn.
And that's how I am like this with children in general, even from little kids and on up. I be like, dang, I want to just come here, just let me get them. But I be like, everybody has to learn too. Even if it's not their field, they have to learn, especially if you're working in these fields that deal with children. Even if you're not even a teacher, if you're a hall monitor,
cafeteria lady,
what? You gotta be prepared for what is to come. Like, cause you never know, they find a relationship with you too.
Hello, give me some extra food, calf lady. Seriously.
But like, for real, like, when the school environment, daycare providers environment, all that, it's very, very important to display empathy, be an active listener.
Yes, heavy on active.
Please be as active as you can for these children, because it be things that it'll catch you off guard, but then it might be the things be like, hold up. How did this child be able to break down this so much? Because you, like, I'll be shocked when the little kids come up to me and I'll be like, whoa.
Yeah, they know a lot. They listen.
I be
They're
like,
listening.
whoa. And yes, you have to be very careful on what you say, what you do, because baby, them kids will pick up anything in a heartbeat. Okay,
They're definitely listening.
they pick up not even just with social media, they pick up on us too, because they see us the most.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna pick up on everything you do, everything you say. I don't care what it is. They gonna be like, when such and such said, Mr. Such and Such said. Well, I'm gonna say is even their peers. Like, I be sitting there in the morning when they get themselves together, and I be looking at them. I be like, the conversations they have sometimes just be so random, and it be like, how did this go through y'all head early in the morning? Like, it's down there like 7:30, 7:45, 7:50.
And they be on 1,000.
Like, what? And then it was time to go home. They be like, but they gone.
Definitely on 1,000. 6 in the morning. We open at 6 in the morning. They be on 1,000. Like, Jesus. But this is another thing I wanted to tell you guys. Like, I didn't like kids at first. And when I go on interviews, like back then when I went on interviews, I tell the employer that, like, I didn't like kids at first. It grew on me. Like I said, like, it found me. Like, when I tell you, because when I went to Patterson, they was going to put me in cosmetology. Well, I chose cosmetology because I'm like, okay, let me do some nails. I can do some nails. I know I wasn't going to do no hair, but I'm like, okay, I can do some nails. They like, no, it's closed. So they threw me in childcare, and I was just like, okay, I'm a... rock out with it in childcare. And then they let me take the baby home. Let me tell y'all about the baby project. So the baby project, you do where you gotta take the little baby home.
I wanted to do
and
that
make
so
sure
bad.
It's good. And if your light turn red, you fail. I'm so confused on how I failed. I put that baby under the bottom of the hamper and put some clothes on it, and I shut it up. I was so over. I'm like, I don't like childcare no more. This is getting on my nerves. Like, for real, this baby keep crying. I done changed it. I done fed it. I done did whatever I needed to do. But my teacher told me, I definitely did stuff it under that hamper. But that was the old me. That was like in 2017. So now, but my teacher said I still passed. So I was just like, okay, I passed. But I know in my heart, I told her that what I did. Because in my heart, I know I didn't pass. Like, that red light was supposed to come on.
And that takes a lot out of a person to say that. Because, like, bro, teacher say you pass, all right, I'm going to take it. But, like, that's going to hold a whole heavy... If I know I ain't do well, I'm like, look, I'm going to tell you what I did.
Yeah, I was stressed out. Like, the baby was stressing me. I kept crying. I'm like, yo, this mechanical baby is getting on my nerves. Like, what is going on? I changed the pamper. I swear I changed the pamper. I fake fatted. I did everything. I even burped because you had to burp. We had to baby, so you got to burp and everything. I'm like, yo, this baby won't shut up. What is going on? But, you know, with kids, I had to think in my head, like, I want to be a mom one day. I want to be a mom of 10 one day. So it's like...
Wait, whoa.
Yes.
Whoa, 10?
Yes, I want 10 kids.
Jesus.
But I want 6 to come out of me, and I want to adopt 4. I want to give...
Okay.
Yes, I want to adopt some because I done been in this field so long, and I done seen some kids that, families, like, want to adopt, but they know they can't adopt. And just put them in a home where I want to be their comfort, where I want to be in a space where I can say, I'll grab you up and you'll be safe with me. Yes. And I'll make sure you're good and we'll do this and we'll do that. That's what I want to be. When I get older, I want to be a helper. I want to help. Like, I want to help right now, but I'm still at the age where, I'm still in school figuring things out, taking life one step at a time. Like, I wanted to start my centers in North Carolina because I know that it's not really centers in my home state where people care. My little cousin just had to take my little cousin out of daycare center because she didn't like it. So it's just like, where my home state is like, it's like La Petite. That's what we got in North Carolina, La Petite. And they is La Trash. Like, they're so trash. Like, I don't like how they maneuver, the company. I just don't like it. So I wanted to start home first, but I couldn't. So I'm going to start with, this is like my second home. I'm gonna give Baltimore that. Baltimore's like my second home. So I want to start here and then bring it home because I know that's what my home state needs. Yeah. Like, nobody would ever think that I'm from North Carolina. I'm not from Baltimore.
I never knew
North Carolina definitely has hoods. I am, from the hood of North Carolina. But I'm a nice person. Like, you would never think that I would be like, Erica even said, like, you would never think I would be this person. I was crazy.
When we were in school, like, we were very cordial. We see each other. Hey, it wasn't like, I wouldn't say, like, after this shoot, you never know where the friendship will go. Mm-hmm. But, like, at first...
I wasn't her cup of tea. I was ratchet, ghetto.
I would not say that.
I was not your cup of tea. You was like giving, like... You was, like, in your element. Like, in middle school, I swear to God, you was, like, in your element. You was, like, quiet, but you were... When you was comfortable with the friends that you were comfortable with, you were lit. But when you wasn't around them, it was, like, you were in your element. And I understood that. Like, me, I'm always in my element. It's, like, I gotta be, like, I'm that happy cherry person. Mm-hmm. I know sometimes, like, back then, it rubbed people the wrong way because they be like, why is this bitch so happy? Like, calm down. Like, relax. Like, you don't always gotta be happy. You don't always gotta say what you mean. That was my problem. Like, I used to say my intrusive thoughts used to just, bing, I'ma just say it. But it's like now that I grew and I see, like, sometimes you gotta shut up sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta bite your tongue. Even though it's so hard to bite your tongue, you have to bite your tongue. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And it's like I grew from that because I want to be these kids' role models. So I can't be this, oh, I'm gonna beat you up every time and I'm gonna air you out every time. No, it's gotta be other solutions where it's like, we could talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, we could just move on with our lives and be humble and not take nothing to the social media, not take nothing. Just be humble and walk away from the situation. Mm-hmm. And that's what I learned how to do, is walk away from the situation. Because the last couple of weeks of my life, I swear I could have crashed out. Like, really crashed out. But it took so much of me. Like, I'm in a space where I'm evolving and I'm growing, and a new me is arising. So, yeah. Don't test me, because the new me will clock you respectfully. I'm not going to be disrespectful no more. I'm going to clock you respectfully because I don't want nobody to get me out of character. Yeah. Like, if a person have that much power to get you out of character, walk away. Yeah. And that's what I'm starting to learn how to do, is just walk away from the situation, because some situations don't need so much energy. Don't need so much energy at all. And, like, yeah, I'm just,
It's crazy you say that, because being Dawn, shout out to our engineer.
Hello.
We was talking about, like, I'm like, my problem is with stuff like that, I go ghost. Like, I don't want to talk about it, because, like, I talk about it, but then it's like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I gotta go ghost. I'm like, look, I got things to do. Because me, I'm not the argumental type. I cannot afford to be arguing, because I know me, if I argue, it's going to go like, it's going to go 0 to 1,000. Forget 100. We're going to 1,000. Hello. And I don't like that side of me, because that's not me. Like, I don't like being angry. I don't even like getting sad. Like, no, I don't like doing that, because that's not me. So I'm real big on, we going to talk this out. And, whatever happens, happens. Because at the end of the day, I wish everyone the best. Because it's hard. Yes.
You be able to have a grown conversation. And everybody, as young adults, we are not going to agree with the same things. We're not going to see eye to eye with every single thing. That's how friendships work. You all have to have your different opinions, so you come together and say, oh, BB feels like this. Erica may feel like, pink is a pretty color. Me personally, I don't like pink. So it's like, I'm not going to dislike her because she thinks that pink is a pretty color. It's like, we all have to, and that's going to the topic where things in Baltimore is like, it's so repetitive. Like, one person sees something, I'm doing it. No, that's why we got all these hairstylists and nail techs and all that. We need doctors and nurses because it takes so long to get seen. That's what we need. Like, I hate the trend. I love trendsetters, but I hate the trendsetters where it's like, okay, so we all gonna jump on this bandwagon and we just gonna forget about the rest of the stuff. Yeah. No, everybody needs to have their own sketch. Like, you can have a career and still do hair on the side. You can have your career and do nails on the side. Still have that business. But it's like, one thing that I noticed being in Baltimore for like 7 to 8 years, it's like, once something is popping here, it's popping. And it's going to go, they're going to talk about it. They're going to get it, do. No, be original. Be yourself. It doesn't cost much to be yourself. Be yourself. If a person can't like you for you, why do you want to like them? If a person can't respect you for being yourself, why care? Like me, I'm very loud. I'm ambitious. I'm really that type of person where, like, I don't even need this microphone for real, because I can talk loud. Like, that's the type of person I am. And it's just like, certain people are not going to like that. Like, certain people's not going to like that, oh, I'm so loud and I'm this and that. But that's how I'm raised. I'm raised in the South. You go down and be with my family, oh, we loud, we turned out, we partying, we having a good time. Everybody talks like this, literally. Like, we all enunciate. And it's just like, that's the type of people we are. We are loving, giving, caring people from my mom's side to my dad's side. My mom's side live in North Carolina and my dad's side live in North Carolina. Like, my whole family is from North Carolina. And it's like, we give off big energy. It's never little with us. It's big energy. Big this, big that. It's everything big with us. And it's just like, me, that's what I want for my life. I want it to be big energy, big positivity. If you're not around me to help me grow and, growing in my field, if you don't want to see me win in my field, if you, bye-bye.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
See you later.
Like, it's so crazy before you got here. Me and Dawn was talking about that because it's like, when you're at a point in your life where when you grow and you get older and you realize when I was younger, this was what I do. But now I'm getting older. It's like, look, I'm in a mode where I'm hustling. It's either you helping me hustle and I'm helping you, or all bets are off. And I'm the type of person like, look, I applaud everybody. I'm going to give you your flowers, your confetti, baby. We're going to have a ball.
Yep.
But it's vice versa.
I love to see my friends win.
Yes.
If you're not going to support me, I'm not going to keep dishing. You got to dish out, like I said earlier, you got to dish out the energy that's given to you. Like, if you're not giving me that good energy, I'm not going to sit here and be that person where I'm enabling you. I'm enabling you to not support me. No, I need support just like I'm supporting you. I need big energy. Like, back then, I felt like, some of the people that I called friends, family, and sisters, like, when I used to post certifications, because, them certifications used to bite me. Like, when I say bite, it used to bite me. And I just felt like, some of my friends and family would support their friends before they would support me. Like, a clap, an emoji, some say congratulations or good job, keep going. It takes a little. It takes little.
Yeah, little.
I don't even ask for flowers, but if you want to give me flowers, hey, give me flowers. All I be wanting is congratulations. Like, my mom, I set my mom everything. And when I tell you, my mom is my biggest fan when it comes to my childcare business. Like, she's my biggest fan. Any certification I get, anything I do, anything I want to do. Like, coming September, she's helping me. Like, she's coming down here. We talking about LLCs. We talking about how to be financially stable in the business. So we're even taking credit classes where it's like, my credit is a little... So, we got to get it back right. But it's like, my mom is my biggest supporter when it comes to this childcare. Even my family. Like, my family definitely supports me when it comes to this childcare field. And it's like, they see that this is something I'm very passionate about. Like, when I speak about it, I get very emotional. I start getting teary-eyed because this is something that it went from don't like to love and passionate about. Like, when I see people play about the... because like me and Erica, we are mandated reporters at the end of the day. When I see people playing with the field, it's just like, it gets under my skin because why be in the field if you want to play? Yeah. Be in the field when you're serious and you want to help out. Be that person that wants to do it and not need to do it. Yes. You should want to build up our youth. You should want to build up our new generation. Our generation should not be out here shooting, fighting, having sex as you little girls, y'all.
Oh my God.
It's too young. Like, it's too young. Let me tell y'all. With the violence, keep it to yourself. If you're angry, go punch a bag. I just had to learn that because like I said, I almost crashed out. And, my mom told me, go to the gym, go beat a bag, go do this. And for the young ladies, little girls, younger kids, sex is not all that. Let me tell y'all something. It comes with a lot of emotional and mental problems, and you can just wait. Because right now, I'm on my abstinence journey. I'm about to be abstinent. I'm waiting for my man. Yeah, so it's really not it's really not all that. Like, for real, it's really not all that. Like, it really comes with a lot. Like, it really does. Ooh, it comes to way too much. And you can just be like, just wash your hands with the violence. Wash your hands with doing things that you know you're not able to do. If your mama don't know what you do, don't do it. If your daddy don't know what you do, don't do it. Like, if you don't have that relationship with your parents where, you can tell them, this is what I'm about to do and I'm about to do this, then do it. But if you don't have that relationship, just wait. Yeah. Wait. Be humble. Be humble about life because let me tell you something. I miss being a teenager because adult life, it's good and all dandy and fun. Do whatever you want, but it bites you in the butt sometimes. It does. It bites you in the butt. You get stressful even with school, work, dealing with life and still got to go to work. Like, just be humble and take your time. And for them babies, y'all know I got y'all. Y'all know Miss AJ got y'all. I have a whole big love for y'all. But no, it's really the kids for starting at Erica's age group and on where they so lost. They're so lost, and it hurts my heart. Yes. They're so lost because all the rap was talking about is shooting this and ganging this and smoking dope and this and that and that and that. Yeah. Instead of saying, where's the motivational speakers? Like, uplift these kids. I get it. I love some of y'all. I love some of y'all rap songs. I love it. Don't get me the line. I'll bump it in the car, chant to it. But sometimes we need a little bit of more. And then these female rappers too. It's so much more than pussy popping and ass shaking. Like, it's just so much more. Like, and I just feel like, that's what all these kids think. It's like, oh, I'm going to pop it, I'm going to make some money, or I'm going to sell it and I'm going to make some money, where you can go to school and flip that tassel and go make you some money from your LLC or your own business. Like, want to be an entrepreneur. You can want to work for the white man, but want to be an entrepreneur. Because at the end of the day, they look down on us black people. Mm-hmm. Kamala Harris called us dumb. That's why she didn't win. Because she called 18 to 25-year-olds dumb. Wow. Like, are you kidding me? When we was on your side, like, for real, they think we're dumb. They honestly think we're dumb, and we give them that. We give them the reasons because we're so lazy. We procrastinate. Yeah. We have excuses. When all you gotta do is just get up and do it. Once you leave them excuses and procrastinations and all that laziness, get that laziness out your body and be you. Be you. Don't try to fit in. It don't get you nowhere trying to fit in. Just be yourself. Literally. Be yourself.
On that note, that was so good. I have nothing to say. That was so good. Like, girl, it's so crazy. Like, I'm learning a lot. Like I said, like, we went to school. We say, hey, how you doing? Literally. Now she trying to say she wasn't my cup of tea.
I probably wasn't her cup. I swear
I'm not even going to say that because I don't judge. Like, I like to have a good time. You be surprised.
But we was young, circle. Yeah, we definitely was young. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I was too much for everybody. Like, I felt like I wasn't Leaf Walk's cup of tea. Like, I felt like I just felt like, because everybody used to call me, when I in middle school, I used to call me the ghetto girl. Like, and it rubbed me the wrong way because I wasn't really ghetto. It was just...
You had a ball of energy that people couldn't maintain.
And I didn't let nobody play with me because my mama taught me if somebody play with you, clock that tea. My daddy told me don't let nobody play with you. So that's what it really was. It wasn't really that I was like, wanted to be ratchet or hood. Mm-hmm. No,
that's just you.
I'm very sensitive. So I have to be a ball of energy, or it's just like... I'm going to see everything, like, down to movies. I cried for a movie scene, and I don't even know these people. Like, I seen the man, it made me cry. The man, we was at the market. Me and my homegirl was at the market, and the police ran on him. He had his hands up. And I tell you, it was 4 of them with guns. I cried because, like, that man put his hands up and got on the ground. Like, he was not with none of that. And 4 police officers ran down him with guns. And I stood right there and I made sure I'm a witness because, that's just like, it's just like certain things that, that's why I love to be the person that I am. Like, I love that my mom and my dad raised me to be me. Like, I'm me. Like, I'm not perfect. I still have a lot of flaws. And, it don't take, it's not going to change overnight. It's going to take some time. But, I'm not perfect. And, once you realize that you're not perfect and you take that criticism from people, that constructive criticism, not just the criticism where, I'm going to talk down on you and you try to make it better. No, I'm going to give you this constructive criticism and I'm going to let you know, give you some pointers. Like, don't knock therapy. Therapy is tea. Let me tell y'all, do not knock therapy.
I say it all the time.
That person will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, what you need to hear.
Hello.
And for these young men, don't be scared to show your feelings and emotions. Like, it's not gay and it's not petty to tell somebody how you feel.
Yeah.
being open and expressive, that's how you learn and that's how you grow. You're gonna have kids one day, so you're gonna tell your son, oh yeah, it's gay to not cry. Like, it's gay to cry. Like, that's just like you're pushing your trauma onto the next person, and that's just something that we don't need in this generation at all. We need supportive people, emotional people, people that's willing and ready to be there for the community, because this community needs a lot of help. Test scores is low.
Well, shockingly, they're going up. I seen they're going up.
They're going up. Last year they was low as
going up. They're going up.
Like,
they're going up. We make their process every day. That's every day.
That is that's real good, because I know last year they had these stories that test scores was going down, and you know, my mom was never the big fan. Y'all probably see me on the news. My mom was never the big fan of D's is passing. She went on, y'all, you know that Baltimore Project with the news? My mom was on there. I was on there. Yeah, she was on there because she was mad that they passed me with a D.
Baby.
She was so mad. She said, these are not passing in my house, and she's still on business. Some news people came to my house, and they interviewed us, and I was so embarrassed. Came to school the next weekend. I was like, they see you on TV. I'm like, oh, my God, that's embarrassing.
But that goes to show being active parent, and that's a good thing. Overall, everything we said, I hope y'all learn from this. Like I say all the time, forget all that learning one thing. You will learn a lot from all these vibing out with guests, my episodes, the wellness episodes I do, because this is the whole point of us educating y'all. Yep. And when the guests come on here, they educating me. Like, I didn't know some of this stuff. And it's shocking, but it's like, it's good because you never know who
you can learn from.
Right. And to end this off, y'all, I thank you. I really do. Like, I really do. Like, I told her too. I was shocked when she filled the paperwork out.
She definitely did.
Like, hold up. I was like, you ready for this? You ready to vibe? I said, okay, cool.
To vibe with me. Yes.
I'm all here for, like I say, I'm here for a good time. I love a good vibe. I love to learn from each other, because you never know. And you never know where those relationships can take you. Yep. So, like I say, I thank you so much for your time, your patience, your vibes, everything. I learned a lot. I hope y'all learned a lot. I feel like this one going to blow. That's going to blow. That's going to blow.
We definitely said a lot.
You said a lot. And I'm so glad that I was able to do this. Because y'all, I tell y'all, I was so scared of doing these guest appearances, because it's like, okay, I want to do this, but are they going to be on the same time? Because, now I'm recording, like, the faces and stuff, because at first it was just audio, but now I like how the face and the audio. So yeah, but y'all, that was a lot. Like, I really hope y'all enjoyed this, because I did. I enjoy every bit of it and every vibe that I have. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. And please want to look out, y'all, for her new center coming out, y'all. Because, like, get the kiddos, get them in there, because it's needed. Trust me.
Kid Capsule is coming soon. You can follow me on Instagram. And I got my childcare. I got my commercial video. It's on my page.
It's dope, too, y'all.
I got my commercial video on my page. I will be making a business page in the summertime. More content coming soon. I want to thank you.
Thank you
for, letting me come on, coming on the podcast and really just, talking and really getting to know, like, learning from you, because I learned some stuff from you too.
Thank you.
Learning is growing, and growing is learning. So it's just like, thank you for allowing me to be on your platform. And, thank you, people. Watch Vibe with E. Click, subscribe, whatever you gotta do, because she is a vibe. Like, seriously. Like, you don't judge a book by a cover. Like, I thought she was so quiet, and no, she gives. That she does. She really gives. So, y'all need to keep vibing with E, and, look out for Jiggy's Kid Cash, because it's coming soon. It is. It's coming soon. And y'all can follow me on Instagram to see the commercial at bomb.ajiyah. And bomb, the O is a 0. Follow me so y'all can see. Big things are coming soon with both of us. Both our businesses. Big things are coming soon. Shoot, we might even have a collab. Watch it.
And I'm here for her tags will be in there. Y'all know how I be up here. Everybody tagging there. All that. So, without further ado, y'all, I thank y'all so much for vibing out with us. I hope y'all enjoy and follow her too. And of course, I'm going to share it too, so y'all won't be up to date. But thank y'all so much. I will see y'all next time on Vibing with E in the next Vibing Out with Guest appearance. Bye. Bye.